All right.
They didn't even waste money on the paper. I just said that to them. So I was worried because I was almost to the point where I wasn't going to have the ability to do what it is that I wanted to do. And I'll get into that in just a little bit. And I was offered a job being a manager in California Pizza Kitchen, the one in Walnut Creek. So how many people have seen the movie Waiting? How many people work in restaurants? Fantastic. So for all the people who worked in restaurants and have not seen the movie Waiting, you need to see the movie Waiting. If you have worked in a restaurant and seen the movie Waiting, yes, so you understand. You understand. So I was offered a position starting at the time 55 plus benefits plus stock options. And I'm waiting to hear back from grad school. Desperately waiting to hear back from grad school. Because even though $55,000 is a lot of money for someone with a girlfriend, no car, no kids, no house, I didn't want to be living waiting every day. I mean, don't get me wrong, wait staff jobs are fantastic, but there's only so much you can take. So I ended up getting in. Woohoo, fantastic. I got into Texas Tech. Surprise, surprise. I ended up crying the day I got in. I remember I walked into my apartment, opened the mailbox, and saw the big envelope. And I immediately, you have that intuition.
Yep.
Because you're used to seeing, you're like, oh, Rutgers, oh, Yale, Davis. And then I just opened it up, and then there was a whole bunch of other mail, all the bills and everything, the big envelope. And it's one of those things like, if someone throws a ball at you and you're not sort of paying attention, but you know to kind of get out of the way. It's one of those intuition things. You just open up and you're like, oh my God, oh my God. So I open the envelope, and I like props, by the way. So one caveat, when you get to grad school, you usually carry your life around with you. So I like to bring props. So I carry this. This is it. This is life. It's real. It's happening. But I carry this with me as a sign that says, you can actually do something. It's taken a while, a very long time to figure out that I can actually do something. Something worthwhile. You guys get a chance to see?
I want to touch it. Yes. Yes. Yes.
So I'm now at Texas Tech. And I must tell you, so I had a question asked of me earlier, and like I said, this conversation I'm having with you is definitely more of an off-the-cuff kind of thing. Not that I haven't given thought to this actual talk, but it's just, it's not as structured as a MCB lecture. I had this conversation, if those were structured at all in any sort of way, besides people just flashing PowerPoints and then saying, all right, get out of here. So this conversation, I asked you, so what's the culture like in Texas? When people think of Texas, you probably think of tumbleweeds, probably think of cacti, probably think of steak. So here's the interactive part. So I want everybody to take the right hand out. Don't worry, it's not an oath. I'm not going to make you sign a little sheet that the UC says you have to defend the Constitution, blah, blah, blah. No, nothing like that. There's no contest. Take your right hand, stick your thumb out like this. One more time. Okay, I just see it. Then take these two fingers right here and do this. So now but keep the hand facing towards me. If you're looking at this now, so you should be having something like this. You're now looking at Texas with your hand. Keep them up. One of the first things I learned when I got to Texas. I can pass the phone test now. Call me, I'm like, ha, well, I love it. You want to make the Texas again? Austin, Houston, San Antonio. For everyone in the front. Right in the middle of your hand is Dallas. Okay. Right here is Austin, right next to it. Houston's over here. Can't see? How about that? Good? Okay. So Houston's over here. Here's the Gulf of Mexico, New Mexico, Oklahoma. San Antonio's down here. Well, where am I? Lubbock, Texas. Who knows where that is?
I have no idea.
Lubbock, Texas is here. Away from everything. Everything. Away from everything. Imaginable. We're just in a void. There's nothing there. We're just sort of floating. Lubbock is, so you may ask, so what's the nearest big city? Ha! I'm living in it. They're like, no, really, so what's, I mean, it's not like you're really living in a void, so what's close? Well, Albuquerque, New Mexico. If you're a fan of New Mexico, it's very beautiful. I drove by, don't laugh. Who laughed about New Mexico? Someone around this area, around here. New Mexico is fantastic. It's beautiful. Albuquerque, New Mexico is about 440 miles away. So you're like, well, they've got to have something to do. Maybe you can go see Kevin Durant and go to Oklahoma City and see the Thunder. You're close enough. You're in Lubbock. Sure. Oklahoma City is 520 miles away. Well, and everyone says, oh, so they find out you go to grad school in Texas. Oh, you totally got to go to Austin. You've got to go to Austin. Austin's a spot. It's great. It's fantastic. I heard it's just like Berkeley. Woo woo. Well, Austin is about half an hour drive or so away from Dallas. And Dallas is about 550 miles away. So I'm in nowhere. I'm literally in the middle of nowhere. They have this very odd phenomenon. And I usually like to look at food as sort of the one of the indicators of what a culture is like. So they have this thing called queso. It's not queso. It's not queso. No, hold on. It's not queso like queso fresco, queso quesadilla. No es un chiste. And I didn't pick this up from Texas, thank you. But it's called queso. As people will walk up to you like, hi, y'all want to order some queso? So you would think to yourself, well, it's got to be something similar to queso, because it's queso with the West Texas accent. It's West Texas, don't get it twisted. It's like someone from Merced, and you're saying, hey, you're from Northern California. No, I'm from the CV. There's a big difference. It's processed cheese melted in a bowl. Yum, wait. But wait, there's more. Like those infomercials, like, yeah, sham wow, look, totally. There's ground beef in there too. Wait, there's more. There's more. So I decided one day, this is an indicator of the place that I'm in. So I decided one day I'm going to go get some Italian food. Because usually things in Texas are served either fried, or with ranch, or with cheese, or preferably with all three. Because they call their mozzarella sticks out there fried cheese. There's no pretentiousness about it. Mozzarella, no, it's fried cheese. Go get some fried cheese. So I decided I want to go get some Italian food. A place called Orlando's. First thing on the menu, first appetizer, Mafia Queso.